Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Rebel Advocates again in the building. What's going on? We've got a couple of subjects today. Um, we're gonna start off we're gonna leave the juicy one later. We're gonna start off with something that I just found today. I saw this woman Diane Abbott on there. You know Diane Abbott from the Labour MP. She said something about um, she sent some message to someone. I don't know who it was, to somewhere or something. Talking about racism, talking about Irish, Jewish, and these people. They don't feel racism as much as black people do. You know what I mean? So that's where we're gonna start the debate today. A man like Johnny in the building.
Yo, well, go on.
What's
There.
going on? You alright?
Good. Can't complain, man. Good. You?
I'm alive, my friend. I'm alive, healthy. Woke up. So what? Everything good, isn't it?
Everything cook and curry, man.
Mm-hmm. So you heard what we said about this Diane Abbott woman. She's a pillar of the community. She's done her bit for for all people. I wouldn't say she says she's done thing for just you know the our peoples. She's done. I think she's done
Mm.
a lot for a lot of people. So what is all that about? Do you think, all right, first off, do you think, is the racism the same, do you think, for, travelers? Uh, do they get racism? That's the first thing, sorry. Do you think travelers and Jewish people, do they get racism?
Mm. It's hard for me to answer that one because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I would assume they do get racism because travelers got this stigma about them, innit, where they just do what they want. They park up their caravan where they want, and people don't really, in my experience, hearing people talk about travelers, they're not really like that to all of that, innit? So I would say, yeah, they do experience racism. But the Jew, the Jews now, I don't know with the Jews because it's like, have you noticed anything that gets said about Jewish people straight away? Oh, you're anti-Semitic, like straight away. And I'm thinking, you can't. I don't know with the Jewish community. I'm not sure about that one. You know, with the Jewish people,
No, I hear you. All
because
right.
they kind of keep
Go on, go
on.
on. No, go on, go on.
The way I see it, they keep their self to themselves. So it's like, I'm not saying because you do that you can't experience racism, but to me, I'm not sure with the Jewish, but the traveler people, yeah, I do hear a lot of people don't really like them. But my run-ins with them back in the day is just that they're too teeth. You get it? They're too so. But yeah, man.
No, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. But I mean, look at it like this, right? We're in England, yeah. We know England, right?
Mm,
And England is
yeah,
always going to be England, right? So
yeah,
if we wasn't here, somebody would get it, right? Do
yeah,
you? Yeah. So like,
yeah.
they must get some kind of racism. I mean, come on, they do. All groups do. All groups do. I think personally. I don't know no Jewish people either. So,
Mm,
but I know people, and people would pick on some kind of people. If there's no one to identify straight away by pointing at them across the street,
mm-hmm.
they'll go to another type of thing. What kind of clothes you're wearing, and they're different from us. Then
That's
yeah,
true.
we're gonna jump on you because you're wearing different clothes. That's just how these
Mm,
people are, right? So all right. So in that we'll say that. Okay. So is that the same then? Is it the same racism that they get as maybe as a black person would get? Do you think it's the same racism they would get, a Jewish or Irish?
Nah, it's way different, man.
How so? How so,
Wait,
old chap?
to me, I reckon but it could just me as a black person, but to me, black people get it the worst, man. They get from the way they look, from the way we look. They get on us certain things we do. This from the to the music we listen to. When we play like when we play sport, they got that term that we're lazy. Um, we just get it the worst. We get it the worst, but I'm not saying other
Yeah,
people don't
totally,
get it bad.
totally, totally.
I don't say other people don't get it bad, but we get it the worst. With the say if you want to, I know obviously I was about for the time when even the Asians used to get it bad as well. You get it.
Yeah.
They used to get it. They used to get it pretty bad. I remember. I'm not gonna say the word, but there was that bashing thing when they first come over. So it's like they got it bad, and then you call them certain names under the sun, and yeah, they got it bad. I reckon after black people, maybe the Asian people get it get get it worse after the black people. Then
No, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. So okay.
mm,
I mean, I agree with you as well. I agree that it's not the same. It's not the same, and most people that deal out the racism
mm,
usually I mean, it's stupid anyway. Let's just put it into a little bit of context first. We all know it's stupid, but look, you look at it like let's take it for football, for example. Yeah, we'll use a football in
mm,
time. So like the other day, we was talking about somebody was calling somebody racist, cussing a racist. One team was cussing another racist, a player. They'll be racially abusing one player in the other team when they had a black player in their team as well. You remember that thing?
yeah,
Yeah, and that's just the stupidity of it, because you might like your player, but their player you'd abuse them racially, but you have a player in your team, the same race,
mm-hmm,
but you accept that or not to a certain extent. Yeah, we can say that. No, they'll accept it to a certain extent because looking at the madness of racism, even though we can't look at it anyway, because you're not in we're not in their heads, but it's nuts. It's
mm,
a bit nuts. It's a bit nuts. But they would even do stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? They'll do stuff like that,
yeah,
just to get their point off, whatever the hell it is.
100%.
Was it thingy though? Was it was she wrong then to say that? Because I mean, anti-Semitic, to say that she's being anti-Semitic is a bit harsh, isn't it? It's a bit harsh because what's that anti-Semitic? That's like hold on. No, that's. Would you say it's a bit thingy?
That's
Would you
when.
go on? Go on. Explain.
But to me, we're growing up in some wishy-washy age now where I'm gonna say it, fuck it. Anything you say about or against Jewish people, you are classed as anti-Semitic. Anything you say. And it's like, why doesn't that abide by other racial creeds as well? It's just like even when Jeremy Corbyn one time he did say something. I can't remember exactly what he said, but to me, it wasn't bad what he said. But when he said it, they said he was anti-Semitic, and then he had to stand down. Or he chose to stand down as his post as of Labour. That's how that new man Suki Stack, whatever his name is. But that's not. But it's like any little thing, because I didn't even know about it. You get it? I didn't know what she said. What if it was the context she said it in, or they quoted it out of? I don't know what she said, but to me, I've never heard her say anything in that form. So it's like I've always known her to stand up against racism. So I don't. It shocked me in a way. I'm not gonna lie. In a big way, it shocked me that they're trying to say she's anti-Semitic or whatever. But to me, teachers, there's anything you say against or about Jewish people, they can class you as being anti-Semitic.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we're not going on like my man said that time on his interview that time. You know, the one they class as the mad rapper. And my man was like, they just take over all the businesses. They own the music thing. They own the film companies. They own this. They own that. And then my man obviously said, F them, innit? So you can kind of class it as he was being kind of anti-Semitic. But other people, when I hear them talk about Jewish people, I'm just seeing it as a valid point they're putting across. But it's like the people that are saying that is anti-Semitic, I'm guessing, I'm trying to figure out, is it the Jewish people saying it, or is it the wider community just saying you're anti-Semitic? You get it? Is it the Jewish people saying, nah, they're anti? I don't know. Is there like a timeline you follow? Like, if you say this, you're anti-Semitic. If you say this, it's not. You get it? At what point do we like say what is anti and what isn't? You get it?
Yeah, 100%. Well, look, to be anti-Semitic, right, is you're saying you got to be hostile or prejudiced towards, or discrimination against a Jewish. Okay, you got to say that against a Jewish, yeah, any Jewish person, then you're anti-Semitic, yeah. So what she said, that wasn't it wasn't towards a Jewish, was it? For her to say that racism, they don't feel racism the same as yeah, this is a quote. This is a quote. It says Jewish people do not face racism but instead suffer prejudice similar to redheads. You understand? That's what she said. All right.
Redheads?
No, redheads, gingers.
Ginger people. Yeah.
That yeah, she said she was this it said she was responding to a tweet from somebody that they said Irish, Jewish, and traveller people all suffer from racism. But she said they experience racism, prejudice. Sorry, she said they experience prejudice instead of racism. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
okay. Which I could understand where she's coming from. I understand those quotes because me as a black person.
Sorry. Let me just give you the full of it. She said this is similar to racism, and the two words are often used as if they are interchangeable. It is true that many types of white people with points of difference, such as redheads, can experience this prejudice, but they are not all. But are not all their lives subject to this racism. You understand? So basically, you understand what she's saying? So I understand what she's saying. She wasn't calling out nobody by saying that. That wasn't saying, and definitely she wasn't calling out no Jewish people and saying, what they could be saying against the Jew. I don't know what she could be saying, but she didn't say shit against no Jews there in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? except for
That's
just
what I'm
saying
saying.
it's not really the racism isn't the same. That doesn't say it's anti-Semitic. Go on, sir.
But this is what I said before. The quote that you first read out to me, I don't see where she was wrong in what she said. And to me, it's her opinion, in it. I didn't hear her slander no Jewish people. I didn't hear her say nothing against them. I didn't hear her say that. But we grow up in a society now. It's like you can talk about this person, that person, these people, but if you say anything against Jewish people, it may not be wrong, it may not be right, but anything you say against Jewish people, or you can talk about who you want, but don't talk about us Jews in it because you're not Jewish. Like, remember what me and you said at the start of the show? I don't know no Jewish people like that. Is that is that anti-Semitic? Would that be classed as anti-Semitic? Because I could say I've never dealt with a Jewish person. Is that anti-Semitic? Because I said, you got what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you 100%.
It's all mad because in my eyes, what you said and what I said, I've never come across a Jewish people, or I don't deal with Jewish people. I'm not saying I don't deal with Jewish people because they're Jewish. I just don't deal with Jewish people, and I've never dealt with Jewish people because in my space, they're just not around me like that. You get it? And if I have spoke to a Jewish person, there's been no problem, but I just don't deal with Jewish people like that. And I don't deal with Asian people like that. It's not like saying I have a problem with them. It's like they just don't. I'm not saying I haven't conversated with them, but they're just not in my space. You get it? So, but would Asian people say that I'm being racial towards them for me saying that? No, I don't think they would. It's just the Jewish community. Whatever happened to them so much hundreds and thousands of years ago, they like to keep like harvesting on it. Like anything you say against us, we're gonna bring it back to the Holocaust thing, and you can't say nothing about us if you're not Jewish. Don't talk about Jewish people. That's the way I see it, innit? Because I've never heard so much anti-Semitic that back in the day, back in my day, I never heard so much anti-Semitic. I probably didn't even know what the word was back then. But now, where it's so publicized now, it's like it's just a thing to say now. You say anything against Jewish, you're anti-Semitic. You say anything, get me, about you're anti-Semitic, you're anti-Semitic. Are we just supposed to not talk about Jewish people then? Are we just to leave there to their own Amish community and just leave them to do what they're doing and just forget what is that? Am I anti-Semitic for saying that? Leave them to do what they're what? It's mad.
Well,
it's
they've got their own community, ain't they? And they do
and
their
I've seen
own.
it, but go on.
They do their own thing, and maybe they're trying to make it out that, well, you look, we got our own community, we do our own thing, so even you can't even talk about us. You know what I'm saying? Or even potentially try and talk about us. Anyway, look, from what I see, the woman didn't say nothing in my eyes. She didn't say nothing. She just stated that some kind of a fact, innit? That a fact is that, you know, they look, I'm not saying they don't get racism. They do get racism because, you know, we're in a racist place where these racist people live, you understand? Not just this place, this part of the Europe, you know what I'm saying? This is where these people are racist, right? So look, so they do get racism. It's not the same though, you understand? Because you know, the racism against the darker skinned people is totally different. Because at least some people can get. Look, you put it like this. I was doing a favor for somebody and helping somebody move out one time, right? And one of the neighbors came through and was asking some questions and stuff, right? So we're talking to the neighbor and he was talking about he had some of these people, Ukrainian people, over at his house, you know, gave him the house on spot like that. And I said to him, oh, why did you choose the Ukrainian or whatever, you know? And he just said, "No, I just wanted to help, innit?" I'm like, "So why didn't you help anybody else?" But anyway, he didn't have no point. He didn't have no answer for that other thing. But, you know, look, the thing is this, yeah, a lot of people open their doors for the Ukrainian people, right? And in my eyes, they only done it because they can see some similarity in them, okay? Yeah, they're foreign, but you can see a similarity in them where you're okay. From you don't see no similarities in that person, then you start pointing the finger. You know what I'm saying? So this is some of that racist behavior. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, you say you'll help anybody, but you're picking and choosing who you're helping. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that's not your choice and everything, because you're gonna let people in your house and stuff like that. And fair enough, that's up to your choice. But then, if that choice is on you, you know, you see two beggars on the street, and left and right, and one's black and one's white, and you always giving the white one. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, that's up to you. But, you know, guarantee whoever's looking on that, someone's gonna turn around and say, "Well, look, I'm just questioning your choice, my friend. Why do you always feed that guy over there, not the other guy?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think she done anything. She only stated out something that is an
It's
obvious.
factual.
It's a factual thing. It's an obvious thing. If you care to look at what it is really, you know, if you really cared, you'd just see, well, yeah, you just stated a fact, man. It's not no big deal. And the fact that they're trying to shut her down could be even not really. It's racist, isn't it? It's racist, you know. When it goes into talking about these people, you can't say nothing about them, like you said already. You can't say anything about these people. Not that she said anything about them anyway, you know what I mean? So what is it really? Is it you're just gonna say call anything anti-Semitic just to shut people down, you know what I'm saying? Go on, sir.
Well, it come like that's what it is. You say, would it? Well, I can't even say that because when Jeremy Corbyn did say something, he can more resemble them, and he looks like, you know what I'm saying? Like they could look at him and be like, oh, he kind of looks like us, but he said something what wasn't bad in my eyes, and they like he had to stand down in his position. So they're seeing this woman say something now. They're looking at it like she doesn't look like us. She can't talk them things there. That she can't speak about us. But it's just what man said. Just what man said before. Anything you say, it's because I remember when all right, cool. Just going off topic still, but I'm gonna bring it up. When I went to school,
Go on the night.
When I went, because this is the realest pod. Get me? Get me? We're rebels. You get it? So we have to talk the things. You get it? Some people may not like it, but we talk the things. You get it? Badman, when man was in school, yeah, I remember when we used to do the Christmas plating, yeah.
Go on, yeah.
The Jewish people never had to take part in arting. You get it? They used to get excused from the whole Christmas celebrating, and I understand it. If that's your thing, if you don't celebrate Christmas, you got Hanukkah or whatever.
Sorry. What are you saying? What when you're doing the little nativity thing you're talking about at Christmas?
Yes,
thing,
yes,
yeah?
yes.
The nativity thing.
They wouldn't have to take part.
All right, go on.
But when they used to do their thing now, we used to take part in their thing. You get it? Because that was the rules in school, innit? You don't, and I remember even when it was the Christmas nativity play, even the Asian people, they used to take part, but they don't celebrate Christmas, but they used to join in. But it's like, I remember now, when the Jewish people used to do their thing now, they used to be excused. They never used to sit in and watch. They never used to take part. So maybe that's where the divide things started from back then, because I never noticed it back then. Obviously, I did, but when you're a little kid, I was in primary school, in it. But now when you're talking about it, it brings back certain memories where they never used to take part in nothing but their thing. But when they used to do their thing, we used to take part in their thing. So uh, it's just going back to certain things back in the day, teacher, where I'm looking at it like, so the divide was happening back then, but it's like no one was pulling them, no one was pulling it up, no one was pulling up no one about it. Because I sure if I would have said something to my mom back then, she would have had something to say about it. But it's like it was just a thing. You're a young kid in school. I'm not going to make a big deal about it, but it's now when I look at it, and it makes me wonder. I'm gonna have to find out if they still do that till this day in school, where the Jewish people don't take part, or do they go to their own school now and they don't go? I don't know how it works. But it is interesting still, because it's a little mad fact still. But I don't know if that's how when you went to school, if they did it like that. But I particularly remember that's how they used to deal with us in school. We got to take part in the Jewish thing, but they didn't take part in our celebration. You get it?
Honestly, I wasn't even around the school to be going into the plays. To be honest,
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't around,
Okay.
to be honest. But I was trying to look for the to think, because we was talking about the Corbyn thing, innit? And I was trying to find out what
Jeremy Corbyn.
what did he actually say? You understand? Because
I can't remember, teacher, but I remember it was at the time I didn't see it as a bad thing, but I don't remember I don't remember what he said. But if you could find it, then we could get me. But
yeah, I was trying to say, I was trying to find it. I was trying to find something, but I cannot see anything, to be honest.
Maybe they took it.
Hold on.
Maybe they took it down.
Hold on. The only thing I can see is that he did admit that there was anti-Semitism problem in the party, but he said it was overly overstated dramatically. You understand? And the thing is, he wouldn't bend. You understand? He wouldn't bend to something that they were asking him to do, to take something back or something. Do you know what I mean? I don't actually know exactly. Yeah, they said his statement was appropriate, and appropriate action has been taken. Disappointed. That's what that new guy said. We're not going to say his name, but he said that it was inappropriate, disappointed, and appropriate action to be taken. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really see on there what has been said, what he said, but do you know what I mean? All it says is that he didn't bow down to, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. And that's the thing. Like this woman, the woman we're talking about today, she said she's bowed down and apologized and said, oh, it was a mistake. It came out by mistake, or it was a typo or some bullshit like that. But really, I don't think, and maybe he didn't kiss ass, you understand? And that's the worst thing, what they usually like to do. If you don't kiss their ass, you're definitely going out, you know what I'm saying? Go on, son.
Bro, it's real bad, man. It's like, I would like to, obviously, man, I can't remember what he said, but obviously I don't know if it's just a thing where they said, all right, cool, just admit that you did make a mistake, or it's like you said, he didn't want to bow down and kiss no ass. He's basically saying, he probably thought to himself, you know what? I don't feel I said anything wrong, but to make a statement, he had to say, all right, I take some things that I did say wrong. But to me, man, it's just wishy-washy, innit? It's easy to call someone that anti-Semitic. It's easy to call them because would you say, all right, cool, the man they class as the mad rapper, you seen his interview, yeah? Would you class anything he said as anti-Semitic?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I don't think I've seen any interviews about him saying anything like that. But look, the thing is this, like, look, what we just said and what we thought, what this woman said. The title of this thing is suspended as Labour MP after racism letter. You understand? This is what they're saying from what we've described. Her, what she said, you know, around the things what we said. They're saying that that's racism, and it's not racism, is it? Really, just to say that you don't experience that through your whole life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There was even a woman. I was watching the thing, and there was a woman saying. She said that she was upset. You know, she was Jewish, so she said she was upset and disappointed to hear it from this woman. You know, considering in a constituency there's a lot of Jewish people there. You understand? And then she went on to say, look, there's even black Jews. You know what I mean? There are black Jews as well. So like, which I found was funny that because you don't really hear about black Jews, do you? You don't really hear about the black Jews, but now it's okay to call for black Jews now when they're trying to make some point. Me, I think it's a whole bunch of bullshit. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of bullshit. These people trying to get people to bow down and do things. Soon as you hear something bad, you know who you never know. This thing might get locked off after talking about this. You understand? Because it's one of the things you're not supposed to be talking about. You know what I'm saying? So this could get locked down, and then you'll see what it's about. But we're not against nobody. We're just against trying to direct the talk. You talk what you want to talk within reason. You understand? If you're talking some racist talk, come out the place. We're not talking no racist talk. We're not trying to hear one side. We just want to have a freedom of speech thing. So yeah, these people are jokers. I disagree. She should be able to say what she likes within reason. But then, does it go into your position? If you're in a certain position, you can't really say that. You know what I'm saying? Can it go into that, old chap?
Nah, man, you should be able to talk the things, man. I get where you're coming from with that question. Should you? Nah, man, bro. If you got something to talk, you should be able to talk it within reason. Man. You shouldn't have to feel because you're in a certain position you can't say what you want to say. Nah, man, forget all of that. Because if that's the case, then you're what? Then they want you to be fake, then, innit?
100%. Look, we've got big up Becky in the building. Big up Becky, always around. She said something about schools don't even do that play no more, the nativity play. I didn't even know that. Did you know that, old chap?
I didn't know that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it would be interesting to know if that still goes on, because obviously I didn't know, because I didn't know that. That is interesting, that fact there.
Yeah, no, I didn't know nothing about that, but you know, that was I wasn't. Yeah, anyway, that's another story. But yeah, what do you think about that, Becky? Do you think that's racism? What was being said by that MP? Do you think that's racism, Becky? What do you think? Like to hear your comment on that. To be honest. Yes. Yeah. Before we quickly switch over to the other subject. Yeah. What a waste, isn't it? What a waste. What a waste, isn't it? But you know, some of the people in the constituency did say that they support her, even they were Jewish as well. They were like, "Listen, she helped me. You know what I mean? She's helped us a lot, our community a lot." So, you know, but I don't think they're disappointed by that what she said, because it doesn't even make no sense. It's not even racism. It's just saying, you know, you don't get it as much as we do. Shit, that don't mean shit. It's not a competition. No, it's not a competition, but also it's a reality thing. yeah, you might get it a certain part, but you know, as a certain time, it does disappear somewhat for certain people. You know what I'm saying?
100%. 100%. It's just, to me, it's just, I don't know, man. To me, we want to talk what my opinions, yeah.
Your
I
opinion?
just think,
Go on.
I just think the Jewish community is one of the most protected. It's the most one of the most protected communities. That's what I feel. That's to cut a long story short. I reckon they're one of the most protected communities. They don't get the protection what other communities, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if that's because the people in all the high up positions, if they're Jewish people and they get, I don't know what it is, but I just feel it's just, yeah, they just get so much protection and you can't say nothing about them. Because if you say anything about them, you're gonna end up like this woman. You're gonna end up like that man. You're gonna end up like this person, that person. It's just, yeah, man. It's like a, it's like a, it's like a snowflake community, man. It's just, you can't say nothing. You say anything. You say anything publicly, and you're in a high position. They're gonna look to done your dance, man, bro. Unless you like re- reform and do what they're telling you to do, and it's like they just look to cancel you, man. It's that cancel culture again. They're doing it to her, innit? Because she's not playing ball now. They're gonna probably have to. They're gonna probably say to her, "You're gonna have to write a long apology, and if you don't do it, then you're gonna have to stand down. We're not gonna sack you, but you're gonna have to stand down because the Jewish community ain't gonna be happy about it, or they're not happy about this." And I don't know,
100%.
teacher. It's just me. It's just that whole community is like, I don't know, because like I said, I've been over by what's the place in East London again, Stamford Hill,
Yeah.
and it's like you like that's all you see around there is just Jewish people around there, and it's like me as a black man, I've been around there, and it's like they just cross over the road from. I remember one time I was over there and I walk and they just cross. They don't make no eye contact with you. They just walk over the other side, and it's like you see them with their ponytails and their hats on and their long gown clothes and them thing, and it's like they just got their own. They got their own thing, and I don't see a. I don't got no hatred towards them about it, but it's like it goes back to the school days what I'm talking about. They do their own thing, and it's like, get me, everyone just leaves them to do their thing, but you can't say nothing about them because I don't know the type of people they are or what they've been through. Like us as black people have never been through worse things than what they've been through in life. But it's like we can't. They would be allowed to comment on us, but we can't comment on them. It's mad, mad, bad, man.
So yeah, cool. Let's just leave it there then, isn't it? Yeah. I'm waiting for Becky to give me that answer. Becky, quick as you like, love. But anyway, let's move on anyway, right? Yeah, is that okay, sir?
Go on, go on.
Body counts. We're going on to body counts. What's too much? Is it too much? Me, yeah. Body counts is what? Is how many people you've been with, yeah? All right? Women or men, it doesn't
Okay,
matter. It doesn't.
okay.
It doesn't matter how many you've been with. Is it a problem? Really? Is that a problem? Would you like? Would you like your partner to be with? Have had before you two partners, you know, or would you like your partner to have 500 partners? You know, what's the too much? What's too little? Yes, old chap. Would what would you accept a woman how would you? What would you not accept a woman with a high body count? And where's your limits, old chap? Do you have any limits?
In my younger days, there would be a certain limit. Yeah, I would look at a woman kind of funny if they kind of said to me, probably any number that was probably more than two or three. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
But as a big man now, I'd say no, not as much. It's how you adapt yourself and you come across to me. Because we all know, could have all been in them stages there where you just broke out, you get it, and you just one skin down everything in sight, you get it. But I don't. I'll say honest, I don't particularly have a problem with it. Your number could be high, low, whatever. I could deal with that in it. But it's you artic how you articulate yourself and you go on and you act around me and you know how to. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
All right. So what you're saying is right. So you're with a woman, right? She knows how to act.
Mm.
She acts accordingly around you and everything, right? But
Mm.
she's been with 5,000 women, 5,000 men. I mean, sorry. That's not a problem for you, no?
Nah, five for now. 5,000 is a problem.
Okay. What's your limit,
I'm
bro?
talking.
Where's your limit, my friend? That's what I'm saying to you. Where's your limit? Is there a
I
limit?
haven't, bad man. I haven't got a number. I haven't got a number, so I couldn't tell you what the limit is. I haven't got a number because there could be a woman that could be with all of like, say, like 10 man, and then a woman that's been with 5 man, and it's like I could more probably rap with the woman that's been with 10 man more than the woman that's been with 5 man because she knows how to act and she get me. You could see there's something about her, and it's but I haven't got a particular number. I can't tell you if a woman said to me she's been with 100 man now. I'll be like, boy, 100. That's kind of you get me. That's kind of like a high number. But if she said like 10, 20 man, maybe.
Go on.
And then I'd have to be on them thing there. Were they just like one night stands, or were they like someone you were seeing over like a certain time frame? You get it?
All right. Look. See,
Is
right.
it? Go on.
All right. Look. We're men. Okay. We're men, and we like to think that the the person that we're dealing with hasn't been with nobody, you know. All right, we know they have.
Yeah, of course.
We know they've been with somebody, all right. So we like to think they've been with nobody. So let's just let me give you an example. Okay, you're walking down Brixton, for example, right? You're going to buy some, you're doing the general Saturday morning shop down Brixton, right? You're gonna get all your tools and stuff, your yam and banana. You're gonna cook up some soup. You're gonna grab some things for Saturday as well while you're there. You understand? You might draw on some ardo bread or whatever. You understand? Now everywhere you're going now in Brixton, a man is stopping your woman, yeah, and say, "Yeah, what you saying? You're right." You understand? Say a little something. Now we know. If it's a friend, it's an ex-partner. You can understand the little lingos of what's going on. You understand? So I'm saying, right, let's just say now every minute you get every fight, you can't walk 10 yards without a man stopping her, saying, "Yo, what's going on?" and all and all them things there. What's going on? And yeah, would that be all right with you, old chap? Would that be all right with you? Do you get what I'm saying?
If a woman's always getting pull up like that?
if she got pull out every 5 yards, 10 yards by a different man, and it's not like the man just saying hello or he's trying to hollow at the girl. Yeah, the man is the communication is like, it's a communication. It's a proper communication, like ex-partner communications, and then they might get their heads up and see you, and it's like, oh, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I get where you're coming from.
So they're trying. All right, they might be trying to hollow at her, not holler at her. They're trying to talk to her, say, "Rah, let's, maybe she was a beast. You understand? Maybe she was a beast in the bedroom, and they're just trying to. I want a piece of that again. Oh shit, I didn't realize you would. Is that? Say no more. Listen later on. You understand? If your woman was all right, forget about the trying to pick them up and all that stuff, because that's not the issue here. The issue is because we always want to have this person that is not the we like to think that, all right, I can only put myself in it. I don't want to be with a woman that's been all over the place. She's the local bike. You understand? I don't want to be with a woman like that, because not that it's not that everybody's been with your woman. Shit, what the fuck are you doing with her then? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it in my eyes. I don't want to be with somebody everybody's been with. Do you know what I mean? I want to be with somebody where, all right,
that no one hasn't been with, basically.
Ideally nobody, but shit. Or if it's a handful of man, I can take that. That's not a thing. But when it's all in that 50, 60, 70, or you're walking down the street, or like that scenario there, that's a mess to me. And that's like, right, it's not that I look at it like I don't want everybody to know what I've got. You understand?
So what's your limit? You asked me my limit. What's your limit?
I won't be going over no 100. Yeah, I won't be going over no 100s. It'll be way less than that. Or under the 50s and all that. I mean, shit. The thing is, you don't even know how much anybody's got, because if they turn around and tell you 10, you got to double that.
or triple.
You got
or triple.
That.
They said the thing is, you got to triple that.
You got to double that just to make sure, and then you're probably wrong anyway. You understand? So I don't even know, but you can't even say. I was just about to come to my mind. He said, you have to go to church. You can't even go to church and find a woman in the church, because they're even worse to us. You understand?
They're bracking out even worse.
So I don't know. It's just
hypocrite people there. Go on.
It's just you just don't want somebody that everybody's had. That's all I can put it into words. You don't want somebody that everybody's had. You're not gonna go and pick up a hoe from fucking wherever you pick them up from and just say, yeah, this is my thing, After everybody's done paid for that, you're not gonna do that, are you? I mean, guaranteed. Forget about
100%
rehabilitation. If they used to be a hoe. I mean, shit, you just don't know nowadays. You understand? Some of these women out there, you meet a woman 10 years from today. You understand? And she would tell you the story about she used to be on the street.
Nah, it's real.
She'll tell you a story. I'm laughing though, because it's But she'll tell you the story that she was on the streets and everything. Yeah, you're dealing with them numbers, them high numbers. Yeah, and depending on how she's dealing with you today on that day, that you might change your mind and just say, yeah, look, I don't give a fuck about that. That was then. This is now.
Nah, it's real.
Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't do that myself, but could you see yourself doing that, old chap?
It is. Maybe it's how you meet them. That's me personally. Like,
how do you mean?
You see, all right, cool. Say if I met someone like of that nature, in just a random place, yeah.
Not on the street, not on the corner. Go on,
No,
go
yeah, no, not like that. Not like that. Nah, you just met them like, look, they're not like that no more, yeah.
on.
And then you get to know them, and then they start to tell you about their past problems, yeah. It's like these times now you're like thinking, do you know what? You're an all right person in it, like, and that's the old you in it. But it's like maybe I'd be able to overcome it in it, but then again, it would have to be you'd have to be telling me some. That would have to be like some years, like some 10, 20 years ago. You're telling me them things did go on. You get it couldn't be no like recent thing. You get it like some year, 2 year thing, and you're telling me, oh, I used to be one of them type of girl there, but I'll be like, yo, later, innit? Later, like, or we could still chop it up, but like, you can't be my girl, in. But you know,
So you wouldn't mind? Is that what you're saying? Or you would mind? I didn't quite get that. Would you? You wouldn't mind, or you would
I,
mind?
I, I would mind, yeah, I would mind, but I'd, I'd be able to learn to be able to live with it. But I would mind, yeah. Cut a long story short, I would mind.
Yeah, I thought you would. I know. I
Hundred
thought you would.
percent.
I thought you would mind. Yeah. No. Cool. No. Cool.
Mm.
Yeah. No. 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 I would mind. I would mind. All right. Fair enough. So what about for the women as well then? What about the other side? Because like, men used to go around and always talking about, yeah, I've been with that woman. Does it matter? That's for you, Becky. Answer that one. Does it matter?
But
Does it
let me
matter?
show.
Does
Let me. Go on.
Does it matter for a man? Is it the same for a man? For how many men the woman sleep with as well? Becky did answer as well and said, no, it's not racist. She didn't think it was racist as well. So good answer, Becky. Go on. What was you going to say, old chap?
Let me show you a thing now. Look, I grew up with me, and I grew up with a bag of sisters growing up. Yeah, my mom and my auntie and that always used to say to my sister, "You can't do what your brother does because you're a female pick me. So you gotta address yourself properly. Like you can't do things that he can do." So it's like man always like understood from a young age in my household basically women and men can't do the same thing, and you just or you shouldn't be doing the same thing. Like what Manda said, if a woman mash down so much man or a man mash down so much woman, it's it's to me, all right, you want to pull it in like scientific form now. If a woman's
Hey, go on. Yeah,
if
get scientific now. Go on.
uh, if a woman's mashing down so much, man, that pum pum cannot stay good.
Is that the scientific? Yeah.
No matter, no matter how they, no matter how the pum pum muscle is strong and they can tense it up and them thing there. That pum pum ain't the same again if you're mashing down so much, man. When it comes to a man mashing down a woman, now you got your hood. You're beating the pum pum. You got your hood. You're not with a woman now. They have to carry themselves accordingly, bad man. Otherwise, that thing's just gonna open up mad. It's just gonna open up mad, and it's like no one ain't gonna want you because they might beat you once and be like, why? I remember one. I got to tell you one time, bad man. I did fuck one girl with some big pum pum, bad man, and it's like I beat it once or twice. I don't know why I went back there a second time, but I'm a man in it. I'm a dog in it. I went back there a second time, but it's like it was not enjoyable, and it's like I did have to ask her certain questions, and then when she told man about how much man she's had, I was like thinking, this is why the pum pum's not good. So as a woman, you can't be just reckless with it. You get it. I'm not saying you can't have your fun, but you need to know when enough's enough. You get it, and you get me, because yeah, man, that's the worst thing. If you find a woman like that and the pum pum there, it's just not enjoyable. It's not clinging to your thing. You get it.
So what
Yeah,
about the thingy? Because they can do the exercise, isn't it? They got the little exercise they can do to strengthen the
yeah,
muscles. You know that, innit?
yeah. They can do the exercise, but it's when you get inner the pum pum, bad man. You can tell when that's being beaten out, bad man. You can just they can do all the exercise and all of this, but you can just tell when you get in that you're just like, ah, man. But like you said, but it's like you said, maybe the exercise thing could it probably does do them some good, but it's like, ah, man, that was it. What they say, once it gone bad, it gone bad. You get it, bad man. That
I
can't
don't know.
turn back good
I don't
again.
know. I don't know. I can only speak from my experience, and I've
Mm,
experienced a woman that's done the exercise thing, and she didn't have no
mm,
kids. She'd never had kids. You understand?
mm,
So that could be a different thing. Whether you have kids and then you're trying to do this exercise thing, but I know that
mm,
the woman that didn't have no kids, it was perfect, my friend. You understand? It was
mm,
it was perfect. There was no problem there. You understand? And she had a good
mm,
control. You understand? She had good control
mm,
on it, and I think a lot of women should be using that thing, that exercise, because
mm. Exercise.
it's a form of control, and keep your old man, or keep your old man in there. What? I don't mean to be. Yeah. Anyway, go on, chap.
Nah, it's real bad, man. And it's like, no, but you know, it is. You've brought up a valid argument about when women have kids. But then again, go on. I've had some women that's had kids before, and their thing's good, same way, you get it. So it's like you said, maybe it is the exercise thing where
All right, yeah, it could be
they
the
do,
exercise thing. It
yeah.
might not be. Yeah, so then it might be just the exercise thing. So then that goes down for me. That goes down to the women should be doing that thing, just to keep it all tight and thing.
To preserve the thing, you get it. True, man. Real talk, man. Because then again, you could have a woman there that deal with a bagger man, but because they know the exercise thing there,
Mm,
the thing may seem like it's good, you get it, but don't know,
totally, totally.
don't know, man. It
No
come like you
worries.
just have to just come like you just have to just take them at face value these days. You get it, and just hope you find a good one. You get it because
Hmm.
boy, man.
Yeah. So yeah, the body count thing. When what we saying about the body count? Is what about for men? What about for women? Come on, is there any women out there listening? Come on the live thing. What about for women? Do women is it a problem for women for having for men having 50, 60 partners? I was talking to somebody earlier actually about this, and I swear that person did tell me it was an experience thing for men to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were. I think that's what that person was saying. It was an experience thing for men to be doing that. I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure y'all are
Okay.
listening to tell me and let me know if that was true or not. But yeah, they said it was for men to go around and do what they're doing and whatever. It brings it to a level of experience for them to turn around at least at a certain stage. Now they can turn around and say or do all these kind of things, all these tricks, you know what I'm saying? But then I just said, but what about the woman though? She still ain't learning that, you know what I mean?
Learn it.
I don't know. Would you say, Becky? You got any? Want to shed some light on that on the matter there, Becky, for us guys? Because we don't know. We're not women. We don't understand. But we, from our view, no. There's a limit. Definitely, there's a limit. Especially when we're talking about that wear and tear thing. But I mean, that wear and tear thing doesn't mean nothing really if you look after yourself. That's what we came to the conclusion, right?
True.
As long as you look after yourself and keep everything in check, that's a minor thing. Then that's what you said as well. And I didn't have no experience on the pregnancy one. And you did, and you said you agreed with it. So yeah, let's get some women's points of view on that before we cut off. Because what time is it? We hit the time, didn't we already, sir? Quickly,
11, yeah.
Let me have a look on the chat. No, nothing there on it. Nothing there. Surprise, surprise. Nothing there. Surprise, surprise. So yeah. Yeah. All right then. Yeah, not a high body count. We don't want none of that. We don't want to sleep with a woman who's been sleeping with half of London. You know what I'm saying? Half of England.
Half the village.
Yeah, we're not interested in that stuff. You know what I mean? We got to have some kind of mystery. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Some Scooby Doo thing. You get it? Wanna know what? You wanna know? You don't wanna know something before you found out already. You get it? I get it.
Coolio. All right then. On that note,
that's all, folks.
That's all, folks. That's right. We're gonna cut it short. No long thing today, tonight. You know. Got things to do in the morning. You know?
In the morning,
got things to do. Tell me about the thing then. Tell me about the thing. Somebody's texting me there. That person you're texting me. Tell me about the Tell me what we said about the women stuff. Do women care about men sleeping around with many women? Does it matter at all? Tell me about that. You got a couple of minutes to answer. I'm not gonna sit here all night. Wait, do you know what I mean? Oh, somebody's on there. Who's that? No, I don't know who that is. What you saying? What you saying? My friend texted me. Tell me, my friend texted me. We don't care. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Women don't care. They say women don't care.
Okay.
That's what they say. Women don't
You're saying so men care, women don't care.
Men care, yeah. What about this Marquis Adventures? Marquis Adventures. What do you say, Marquis? Do you care? Do you care about how many women you've been with? Or it doesn't matter? What am I talking about? Do you care about how many women you've been, how many women your partner has been with? How many men your partner's been with?
Men, yeah.
Could be women. It could be women. You never know in this day and age. You know what I mean?
For real. These days you never know.
Yeah, as long as you're loyal, it doesn't matter. This is what somebody's saying. My anonymous friend.
I hear that.
You agree with that, Johnny? Yeah.
Yeah, man. From you move accordingly, man. We can look past certain things.
Yes, big up Marky's Adventures. Wait, you got anything to say about that Marky's Adventures before we lock down? let us know quick time. You know what I mean? Do you want to say anything more, my anonymous friend? Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Well, that's all right, isn't it? It's, I mean, it's, yeah, they're looking for commitment. That's what women. Yeah, we know that. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
We just wanted to hear. We just wanted you to say it. You know what I mean? We wanted to hear somebody to say it.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for commitment. Yeah. Coolio. Coolio. On that note, we're gonna try and jump in on Wednesday again. Yeah. On the laughter, on some joke thing, but it might be earlier though. What would you say? Would that be all right, Johnny?
Yeah, man, I'm
I
calm.
wouldn't
I'm
like to
calm,
do
man.
it too late on a weekday, but
Yeah,
let's do
man,
it
it's calm
earlier
because
on
it's like,
some.
yeah,
Go on.
yeah, man, an earlier time because, like you said, it's a weekday, innit? And me, get me, me, you, we got things to do. You get it? So it's like when it gets to about 10 o'clock on a weekday, it's like it
Man's
starts
looking
to
to
turn
sign
into a
off.
joke thing after a while.
Man's looking to
Yeah.
sign off then times and get up early, you know. But yeah, listen,
Mm.
let's try and do it early on a Wednesday, earlier Wednesday, 5, 6, 7 o'clock them time there or something like that. And then we can chat some, we can come with the other side because we want to talk debates, but we also want to talk funny stuff as well, you know.
Yeah,
Funny and football maybe. Yeah, about that. Funny and
maybe.
football stuff. That sounds all right, isn't it?
Yeah, man, that's a good subject, man.
Football and funnies. Well,
Mm.
everybody have a nice evening. Yeah. Hopefully you're nice and warmed up for work coming tomorrow, whatever you're doing. You know, just like and subscribe and join in the debates, right? Every time we're talking on here, we want that interaction. We want interaction. So like the people, our
100%.
regulars, big up our regulars that always come through and drop some comments on the comments. Big up Marky's Adventures, you know what I'm saying? I hope to hear from, want to see a sub from you, old chap. And big up Johnny, was missing Artie today. He's MIA, you know what I mean? He's on a mission. He's on a mission. I think the CIA signed him up to do little movements. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, innit?
Oh, yeah.
Blow the cover there, not really. We're only joking.
Man's giving up the.
We hope to see you next time, Mr. Artie, you know what I'm saying? In the building. Big up, Johnny.
Big up.
And take care, guys. Blessings.
That's up.